All right, we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a device just crash on us completely and out of the blue. But while we were gone, Ray Frost had an infield single that he ended up on first with. It is now back to the top of the lineup with Cam Reitner. First pitch he sees 1-0. Back pick over there on that is Casey Schilling, who's over at first base, running for Ross. Two pitch to Reitner, going to be outside. 3-0.
So far, playing keep away a little bit here with Cam Reitner. Understandable.
That one in for a strike. Englehart able to find the zone on that one. Zabry Turner, the man on deck.
One high and outside.
Oh, and so Cam will walk, take his base over to first, and now we will have runners on first and second here in the bottom of the sixth. Schilling over at second, Reitner at first, and Zabry Turner, the man at the plate now. Zabry showing bunt. Schilling will get back in time over to second. 1-0. The count as Turner was able to get his bunt back.
Still first baseman Rico playing real close. He is not one to let a bunt get by him. Like happened when he was pitching, that did happen.
That pitch get in for a strike. 1-1. That was called in the zone, not because of Turner's bat. 1-1 count now for Englehart to Turner. This one fastball down the middle, going to be through the gap. Runner rounding third, and Schilling going to be a play at the plate. Schilling will be in safely, and runners will stop at first and second on an RBI single from Zabry Turner. And now 5-0 the score in favor of the Tigers. Bryce DePriest steps up to the plate. Still no outs for the Tigers with a runner in scoring position in Cam Reitner. It's a really good runner over there on second, and good runner in himself at first as well in Zabry Turner. First pitch Bryce sees will be in for a ball. Another bouncing throw over there from the catcher allows Reitner to advance to third, and so we'll have runners on the corners. So that's just kind of been Meyer's problem all day, is whenever there's a runner over on second, he's trying to get him to get picked off over on second because they have a big lead, but he's just not quite getting it there, and it ends up bouncing or it ends up hitting something, ends up usually going off of a runner, and ends out in the outfield, and so they're able to get that extra base. Got a move over here by Turner trying to get the throws over here. Now. Reitner will go home. He'll score the run. And Turner will still be trapped in the jam. He'll end up getting out, but not before Reitner scores the run. So now it is a 6-0 lead for Texas High.
That should count for something for him. I mean, he's the reason that run scored, right?
Technically, no. I mean, yes, it does, but if you're in a scorebook, it technically doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't do anything. those are one of the few plays in baseball where it's like you do a job for your guy. There's a reason why you do it, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily get any credit for it per se. So Liberty Ilo do that against Ashdown there in the first few innings to get their first run of the game on Saturday.
It's pretty interesting that they wouldn't look back to home to stop the score.
It then becomes kind of a thing of, well, you don't want to risk not getting an out. Like you don't want to get out of that with a run coming to score and the runner being safe at second, and so you just kind of want to take something in a way, and that's where it becomes tough. It's 3-0 now to DePriest. And typically that's a pretty common thing with 2 outs, to do that, to really get the infield thrown off and make a decision. That one outside. DePriest walks for the 4th time. And so,
You know, now that you mentioned it, probably a really good thing they got that out, because otherwise you'd have 2 runners, a runner in scoring position, and this game's not close from being called off if they get a couple more runs.
yep, and with Bryce on first and Knox Pilgreen up at the plate, a really good chance for more runs to be put up.
Yeah.
At the same time, if for the Indians right now, you're looking to turn 2 if you can, if it's put in the infield. That would be the ideal situation for Englehart and his team right now after a meeting on the mound between his assistant coach and himself.
I guess, bar the pickoff moves that haven't worked out, there hasn't been a lot of fielding errors here from Jacksonville.
That one runs in high. Be 1-0 quickly to Pilgreen. Knocks 2 for 3 with an RBI. Knox calls for time. I want to come up high. 2-0.
Once again, yeah, going high and in the zone, and it's probably a tactic to just to throw Pilgreen off a little bit here.
2-0. That one runs inside. It'll allow Bryce to advance over to second. So now a runner in scoring position for Pilgreen. And a 3-0 count. Pitch to Knox. He'll foul that one back. Got the green light on 3-0.
Right where Knox wanted it.
Yeah, fastball down the middle. It was hard not to be swinging on that one. (3-1). This one, another fastball down the middle. Knox going to fly this one out over to right field. It'll go foul. So we'll reset things. That one just getting out of the reach of the right fielder. Pin. Still 1 down now. 3-2 count now. Jacob Yao, the on-deck man. That one high. Going to be a walk. But since the ball gets past the catcher, it'll allow Bryce to get over to third. Now runners on the corners for Jacob Yao.
And next up is third baseman Jacob Yao.
So Jacob looking to get his first one of this game. 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out his last time up against Englehart. This one he sees first pitch, going to be popped up. Going to go out of play. 0-1. Lands in the stands.
There was mass panic for a second there.
So it's 0-1 for Yao after the foul ball. This one he hammers to left field. Left fielder getting underneath it. He'll make the grab. Bryce DePriest will tag.
Good cut
He'll
off.
head over to home, and he'll be in safely. And it will be 7-0 in favor of the Tigers.
The throw to home was a lot closer than I thought. He actually might have had a chance there.
You can definitely tell that there was some correction by the Indians defense there as far as like hitting your cutoff man and getting that relay into home a little bit better.
Yeah, good job by the left fielder.
So 2 outs now for Jacob High. High 1 for 2. Running a walk. That one high. Another back move over on Knoxville Green this time. No pitch to High. Down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Englehart now at 48 pitches. One to one. High. Fouls that one out. Makes it 1-2. Action in Texas High's dugout. That'll be Zane Givens warming up there. Looking to close things out in the top of the 7th. Breaking pitch doesn't quite drop in low enough. It'll end up being 2-2. Two-two pitch to High, runs high. Back move over there on first, Bill Green.
This catcher's kind of, I mean, he's on point. He always knows where to go with the ball.
That one in the dirt. High will take his base. Runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Dion Carson. So Dion is 2 for 3 on the night with 2 runs, 2 singles. He's stolen a couple of bases as well. Showed off his speed a lot this game. Runners on first and second for Dion. First pitch he sees, going to put it in play over to the third baseman. It's past the shortstop and the third baseman. Knox heading home with 2 outs. He'll be in safely. High will go over to third. He will be thrown out over there on the relay, but not before 4 end up coming across for the Tigers. It'll be 8-0 your score as we head to the top of the 7th. We'll take a quick break, and we will return as the Tigers look to close it out in the top half. You're watching Texarkana Gameday. We'll be right back after this.
This is hustler country, a place where people earn their keep and make an honest living. We build machines that last because they have to. We make it, we test it, we break it, and we do it over and over again. So visit your local Hustler dealer and join us, because we are Hustler.
Nerf Wars, safe. Dodgeball, safe. Kickball, batting cages, and glow-in-the-dark parties, you're all safe here, baby. Looking for a birthday party that's anything but ordinary? Iconic Performance Center brings the fun to you. With 2 hours of high-energy activities, plus music and dancing, this will be the party they'll never forget. Book your iconic birthday party today at iconicperformancecenter.net or just call 903-293-9949.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Top of the 7th, where the Texas High Tigers will look to close things out here against the Jacksonville Indians. Eli Shelley still on the mound for the Tigers. We did see some action in Tigers bullpen. It looks like Zane Givens will stay down there, warm up a little bit, and come in if needed. So far, Eli Shelley's kind of been the man. He's come in 2 innings worth of work. He's only thrown 14 pitches in those 2 innings.
Very good.
No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts to his name. Just done a really good job of putting it in play and getting outs when needed. And so they're going to rely on him to do the same here in the top of the 7th and look to close things out and bring the Tigers possibly to 4-1 in district play. First pitch, Shelley throws outside, 1-0. To Jackson Penn, the 9-hole. Second pitch outside, 2-0. It is Penn, Barrera, and Best due up this inning for the Indians. This one hammered over to second base. Zabry Turner going to relay it over to Bryce DePriest and record the first out of the top of the 7th. And so Shelley getting down 2-0, but does exactly what he knows to do best. Throw strikes, get the ball put in play, and record outs. He's done a great job of it so far, and like we talked about kind of whenever he came in, it looks like this kind of submarine arm slot that he has kind of been jamming up hitters and messing them up. First pitch into Barrera in for a strike. Barrera 1 for 2. Barrera has the only hit of the night for the Indians. This one popped up, going to be over to the shortstop in time for the second out.
You got half of his pitches that are sinking down, falling out of the zone, and then that one's just kind of a riser. You can't help but to get under it, pop it up.
And so again, really quick work for here from Eli Shelley, doing a great job. And Landon Best, the man now, 2-out situation.
Definitely something funky about the delivery that's hard to see.
This one, first pitch he sees popped up, going out to left field. Deion Carson underneath it.
Great job.
That is a Tiger win. They will move to 4-1 in district play after an 8-0 win over the Jacksonville Indians. An incredible job by Eli Shelley.
Eli Shelley.
Man, he came in, got 3 innings worth of work. He only threw 22 pitches in those 3 innings. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, just doing nothing but putting the ball in play and letting your defense work behind him, and he did an incredible job of that. And so we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Tigers will be back in action on Tuesday, and so we'll see what district holds for them the rest of the way. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Once again, sorry about some of the technical difficulties and the stream going down a few times, but we appreciate everybody sticking with us and staying tuned in on this Friday night.
Yep.
And so
thank you.
Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all of our sponsors. We will check y'all in on the next one. Good night, everybody. Have a safe trip home.